Well, for the second year in a row, Johnson City will host the Big South Conference Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. The action will tip off March 4th at Freedom Hall. Tickets are on sale now. Here with more, we have Molly Austin, of course, with Food City, and James Monty with Visit Johnson City. And it's great to have you both with us today.
Great to be here.
It's exciting coming back for a second year, so that means that first year was a big success.
It was, and we're really trying to build out some of the initiatives off last year and add new things around the basketball tournament to really entice them to want to stay here long term. Of course, we're bringing back an education day. We're also offering a field trip day for some kids to come, as well as an interactive fan zone in the concourse. So we're doing a lot of new things this year.
Man, that sounds really cool. And I know Molly, Food City, big basketball fans in Food City, and is certainly excited for this opportunity. Food City, a big part.
Yes, we are, and it's exciting. And the games last year were really good, so we're hoping more people will come and have a good time. Actually, if I don't care if y'all tell it right now, we have this right here that when you go and shop at Food City, it prints out at the end of your receipt, and you use the QR code, and it'll go in and you can get discount tickets.
Very nice.
So first time we've done this, and I think it's exciting.
So you just scan that QR code?
Just scan that QR code, takes you to a site, and then you can get your tickets at a discount.
Very nice. And we're talking, tell us a little bit about the tournament. How many days? Because I know the brackets there, we're just waiting to see which teams are going to fill those brackets.
You won't know until really the week before since they're in conference play, but it'll be March 4th through the 8th at Freedom Hall Civic Center, so it's Wednesday through Sunday. The lower seeded teams will start Wednesday night, and it'll go all into Sunday when the men play at noon and the women will play 6 p.m. that night. And both those games will be on ESPN2. So big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal.
Yep.
And this was a big, I mean, I remember when this announcement was made last year that it was happening, that a lot of work behind the scenes to really pull this together. It means a lot to Johnson City.
It does, and I remember specifically when our office got the call that we were even going to get the tournament for last year, and I remember almost falling to the floor just thinking of, like, this is a big event, this is a big deal for Johnson City, and hopefully long term we can keep it here. But it brought in, you know, some $6 million in economic impact to the city and the greater Northeast Tennessee region last year, so hopefully we'll have even more of an impact this year with the tournament.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And tell us about some of the teams that this conference has.
Yeah, so some of the bigger teams, of course, High Point won on the men's and women's side last year. Specifically on the men's side, they gave Winthrop a run last year, which was kind of cool because they both had completely different styles of play. One more a little defensive and one more a little high-paced. And both of them are still kind of at the top of the standings this year, so maybe we might see a rematch in the finals for maybe on the men's and women's side.
And of course, you knew around town that there was something going on because the population, there were people really enjoying, and of course that means they're out enjoying our restaurants and our lodging and our attractions and our grocery stores, our fabulous Food City. So it means a lot to have that community involvement.
Sure. And it's good to have people come in and visit from everywhere. And if you didn't go last year, you should try to go this year because it is a good time for a family, you know?
Absolutely. And there are some big action and of course a lot on the line.
Yeah, I mean, it's high stakes basketball with the winner on each side going to March Madness dance. So it's a big deal, and it's kind of cool to say that we sent off the teams from Johnson City to the big tournament. Hopefully they could make a splash in the big tournament.
And I feel like they've already got a fan base because the folks that went last year started really getting into certain teams, and so might be returning again this year and starting to wear the colors and support the teams.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of weird too to think that, you know, I had no connection to High Point previously, but when I saw the men play against Purdue in the tournament, I felt like they were my team and I was cheering them on the whole time. So that was a really cool feeling.
Yep. And I know you're excited, Molly. Going to be a lot of fun.
It is. I like to get out there and shout if anybody knows me.
Yes, we know. Yep, Molly and the family.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely. All right, well, tickets are available now.
Yep. You could go to bigsouthsports.com/tickets.
All right, or you can run to Food City, get your receipt, and scan that QR code and get a little discount as well. But there is that information. It is the 2026 Air Force Reserve Big South Basketball Championships coming to Freedom Hall once again this year.